Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, and now we begin to attempt to slay Tlokas Popolokas, the vampiric servant of Zotzalaha, with great preparations underway.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
So Alabama's still there trying to push.
I love it.
Grunts.
He's like, he's doing the thing, you know, when a kid tries to push something and his feet keep sliding, and so he has to keep repositioning them.
I love it.
Yeah.
So are you not going to do it now?
No, she can't. She can't do it because
No, then I can react. I don't want to change what she's doing because her.
But I didn't know this, though, right? Is this information I know, or is it in the inscription?
You know, because in the last session, which granted was a month and a half ago for everybody, you know very well that Pennsylvania said we can't open this tomb unless we're acting in service or servants to Zotzalaha. And you went and sat in another room.
Good point. Yeah, so I'm definitely not going to be doing that.
Okay, so that's what I'm like. If you do it, then I'll react and stop you. If you're not going to do it, then it's not an issue.
What if I push on somebody who's pushing it? Because then I'm not opening it.
Do you want to mess with the god of the underworld? Do you? Is that what you want to do?
I was just trying to help because you guys seem to be really not being able to handle it yourselves.
I'm sure the three of us will be able to handle opening the tomb.
I mean, you look like you've got chicken bone arms.
That's racist.
Speciest, but that's, fine.
Chicken people and pterodactyl people are entirely different cultures.
Tasty cultures.
I'm getting a real good workout here. It's still going.
Texas is going to walk over and assist Alabama to open this tomb.
Did we ever establish how you walk? Do you walk a special way?
Stick up your ass?
No, because Texas walker and
I just walk.
Okay.
Like 1 foot in front of the other.
Some swagger.
That's what I want. I wanted some swagger.
You have some swagger.
John Wayne.
Yeah.
Maybe a little limp.
Like you just got off a horse, like a little wide step.
Airing out those bits.
No. He walks.
Okay. So I will add what little strength I have and push on this as well.
Where last we left our wonderful characters, they were all gathered around the tomb of Tlokas Popolokas, and Maryland Jane and Florida Man were about to reach out their strong, robust arms to push the lid over when Pennsylvania cried out,
"Stop that! I already told you you can't open it unless you take that oath with Zotzalaha."
Oh, are you guys going to open it then?
I've been trying to open it for like a solid good 5 minutes.
We're trying, but all I know is you can't touch it unless you want to die.
Do we need anything in there?
Yes.
What do we need in there?
We need to kill the guy so we can get the axe.
Why do we need the axe? Sorry. Why do we need the axe?
Because it's great.
This is like why I caught the fly.
Spider.
Why did you swallow the fly?
This is how we move forward.
Okay, I'll open this lid then.
You can't. You'll die. Oh, I've said this 3 times now.
All right, well then we'll just wait here until one of you weaklings gets strong enough to open the lid. Maryland goes and stands by Florida Man, and we just shake our heads.
Are you going to go hide behind a pillar, or what are you planning on doing?
Oh no, I'm ready to go and stab something because I'm expecting something to come out, but I gonna watch in amusement while they try and move it because they're all very scrawny.
Cool. How far away from it are you?
20 feet,
Okay.
30 feet. How big is this room? Can I stand by the door?
I stand by my decision.
Stand by the door nonchalantly.
So the room is 60 feet long and about 40 feet wide. So north to south, it's 60 feet.
Where's the door?
The door's in the north.
I'm gonna stand 30 feet back.
So you're literally in the other room. That is the furthest you can stand because the tomb is in the middle of the room. And there's about 20 feet at the most if you're right up against the wall away from the tomb.
I'm gonna lean casually against the wall with my arms crossed.
Okay, cool. Hey, where's that box with the glass
That
spear
was
in it?
tucked way back in the corner, like
It's in the corner.
kind of near where the door, near the door.
Right by the door. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Not by me.
Good to know.
No.
Yes,
Why?
Right by you. Cool.
I just said it was in the corner.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Everybody knows where it is. Everybody knows that it's there. You're not going to accidentally bump into it because I'm bringing it up now. If I was going to have you accidentally bump into it, I would have brought it up during combat when you accidentally stepped on it, right? Like, see, these are why these things happen.
Uh-huh.
Texas, you're standing right next to Alabama.
See,
And you can see that Alabama's got his palms, the bottom of his palms there are underneath the lip, the edge where the tomb is. So Alabama's literally trying to just push the whole tomb at the moment and hasn't gotten the lip itself proper and literally doing the running man trying to move this whole tomb. And of course, it's not going to go anywhere. And you notice this.
Hey, I have a +2 intelligence.
I know. But I had to give some sort of rationale as to why it wasn't moving.
Oh, so it's not actually that heavy. Okay.
We're going to find out.
Okay.
Everyone makes mistakes. It's okay.
so what Texas does while he watches Alabama try and push the entire tomb is he reaches over and kind of taps on his hand, and then I put them on the actual lid itself.
You put your hands on the lid itself.
Yeah, so I tap his hand, and then I just go, I move them to where the lid is, and then I put my hands on the lid, and then I push as well.
Okay.
I knew that. I was just trying to warm up before I pushed it off.
Yes! Here's a blue gem.
It's raining gems. Hallelujah. It's
I knew
raining
that.
gems.
I knew that. Yeah. It's good.
Okay. All right. And of course, Pennsylvania, are you there too? Pushing on. Are you all on the same side?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're all pushing.
Yeah, you're all on the same.
I'm going to cheer them on from the side.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
you.
I'm going to have
Go
my hand on
Jaguars.
my sword.
Go.
Cool.
Go Jaguars. Go.
Very nice.
Florida
Wait.
man. Is that a Florida team though?
Yes.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I don't know things, guys.
Yes.
It's a
Okay.
good place reference.
All right.
Yes to that.
Yes.
Portals.
Okay. Folks, you know that you push this tomb off, you're going to have to face Tlocas Popolocas. You know that. And while I know that Maryland Jane has done everything that she can to be ready for this conflict right now, because Maryland Jane is a rogue and just stabs stuff and can't really cast spells or prep people or do anything preparatory to imminent combat. But the rest of you mofos, excepting maybe Texas, who's just a regular mofo. So I include him with the mofos, but not in the mofos that I'm referring to in this explicit situation. You all definitely can do stuff that will aid the forthcoming conflict. So please, before you push the stone top off, do those things.
Can I cast one thing or can I cast two?
You can cast as many spells as you would like to cast
We're not in combat.
because you know you haven't pushed the lid yet. So you can do whatever you want
Yeah,
until
'cause
such
I was
time as you
warming
all
up.
then say, we're good, we're done, we push the lid.
Cool.
While Maryland leans against the door,
Shaking her head.
kicking the dust,
Hand on sword. Hilt.
eyeing that little box in the corner.
Bardic inspiration. I'm gonna pull out.
Did you just yell that as Penny?
Bardic inspiration. I did. It's very inspiring.
I feel inspired.
I'm gonna pull out my loot.
Oh my, show everyone?
Yeah.
Whew.
She's not wearing any clothes.
I know. I don't know where she pulls it out from. That's what was making it weird.
Don't ask. You
Tucked?
don't want to know.
It's Tara tucked.
Tara tucked and taped.
Tara tucked.
Penny pulls out her lute and starts strumming and tunes a little out of tune. Ding, 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 ding. There it goes. And she sings, gonna fight this thing, gonna fight it good. We're so awesome at fighting things. We are so great. Yay!
And who are you inspiring with this song?
Everybody.
You can only inspire one person at a time, and it has to be specific to the person. You are going to grant a D8, a D10, I don't know which,
D6 maybe?
of bardic inspiration, and you can do that as many times as you have charisma modifier. And who is this ally that you have sung this little ditty to?
Texas.
Texas, did that inspire you?
It did.
Cool. Then what's the D? It's a D.
D8.
How many times can you cast that?
3 times.
There we go. All right, so you're giving Texas a D8. Do you have one to give Texas for this scene, or?
I've got D8s.
Well, no, you only get one use of that special D8. So here you go. Here's that one that you get to use.
And it's for
anything.
Anything? Okay.
Except for damage, because I don't think you're that kind of bard.
Well, then it's not anything.
No, it's a lore. So
You're a bard of lore, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you going to do that for anyone else?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of a song for specific people. So I was very Texas-y, so that worked out well. That's why I did that. I was like, that's for Texas. I was going to go, you're so great, Alabama. Your eyes are so green. You're so great, Alabama. You're so great, you're gonna win. Freebird.
When we slay this big baddie, we will find your kin. Hey!
It's not our kin, though.
Oh my God. You're like, I'm going to judge the song, but I don't have any other
I'm
options.
sorry.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay. Were you inspired?
Yeah.
Can I give her D4 instead?
Because if you weren't inspired, we can just make her sing another line of the song.
I was inspired.
Thank you.
She's like, anything but that.
There's a D8 for you,
And sorry, anything?
except for damage.
Except damage. Okay. Does it expire?
Yeah, after this combat, it'll be gone. It'll only last for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that's-
I mean,
Cool.
gonna do anything else there? Pennsylvania?
I'd like to.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
you'd like to give your final bardic inspiration, I don't doubt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, who are you going to award it to?
Depends on which lyric comes first.
I mean, it's easy to inspire people.
Probably Florida.
You are my sunshine, Florida sunshine.
You make me
you go go and stab that guy. He's dead and gay. And not
No, we
the
don't use
kind
names.
that is homosexual. I meant that he's really happy today.
That's really good. I just take that.
No, now you sing your song.
Can you please do that as like a separate cut?
I don't want to follow that.
Please. Because that was really funny.
Thanks.
Was, yeah.
I can't top that. That's not fair.
You don't have to. I'm going to cut it. It won't have existed at all.
But
it might be
in
an
this
outtake,
moment-
so you get to.
I loved that.
that's okay. You're allowed to like it.
I am ready to be inspired.
Hey, Florida, you're an all-star. You're going to kill them. Get laid. That's pretty inspiring.
I'm inspired.
Because she's a terrafolk and she lays eggs.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have the same sort of connotation at all. It means like the
The success.
like the deliverance of something heavy from yourself. That's
Yeah.
literally what it probably means in terrafolk
I
language.
like that. I accept that. That's wonderful.
I'm inspired.
Here you go. Feel like an egghead now. All right, that is bardic inspiration. Well, you know what? You can have a gem for trying so hard.
I tried really hard.
You did. Here's a blue one.
I would also like to sing, or not sing, but I would like to cast 2 spells. I would like to cast a magical weapon
Cool.
on my longsword.
That's a concentration spell, isn't it? I do believe.
Maybe
Yeah, but I love it.
it is, and I have to just check that my other one isn't concentration.
Cool. What's your other spell?
protection from evil?
I don't think that one's
It
concentration.
is not.
So there
It's
you go.
abjuration. So cool. So I'm going to cast both of those.
And do you have to target a specific type with protection from evil? It's protecting against what? I think fiends and what's in the list?
It's a certain types. So it's abjurations, celestials, elementals, fiends, fae, and undead.
So what are you picking?
No, it says
against a certain type.
against certain types. So it says all of them. That's what it says. It says you do not need to choose. It doesn't say you need to choose. It says one willing creature is protected against certain types of creatures.
So it doesn't really matter. You're going to pick undead if you have to pick. And if you don't have to pick, it's still going to target undead. This thing in there is doubtlessly undead. I mean, it's in a tomb. It's not like it's a fiend.
No,
waiting
they're both
for you.
concentration, so I have to choose.
Oh, darn. So,
Yeah,
you make a choice.
I'll choose protection from good and evil.
And who are you targeting?
Myself.
Oh, yes, that's a good choice.
Can I borrow a book?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Please cast the spell.
I believe that her spells are like, you can't touch me. Pounds her chest a little bit.
So Florida man.
Please look up the names of sports figures from Florida and invoke their names in your spells going forward as a hilarious way of, or even just like sports teams themselves. Let's go Jaguars. Let's go. Protect undead. Let's go. And yeah, okay.
I'm going to rock you like a hurricane, like the hurricanes.
I love it.
That's in Carolina.
Yeah, but
I don't care.
lightning.
Florida lightning.
She's a typical old person in Florida, doesn't know any of the sports teams. All right.
Then she did
Yes,
the
you've
Jaguars.
cast your crazy spell, protection from those things, and what you do in there, Alabama Johnson.
I'm going to cast first aid. So 3 creatures gain +5 current HP and HP max for 8 hours.
Nice.
Oh, okay, cool. Aid is a great spell. Don't get me wrong. And giving everyone 5 additional hit points is super useful, like just in general. But I realized recently that aid is a much better spell to cast once
Someone's
3
dying.
of your people are down making death saves, because you don't have to touch them. You just cast aid and suddenly they all have 5 hit points and you didn't have to touch them, and it's like a mass healing, super useful spell in that regard. Now you can totally give that to them now, and I have no problem with it, but I think the intention of that spell is more of a mass
That would make
help
sense.
everybody out with 5 hit points. It's not mass cure wounds, which is a much higher level spell. It's literally one of those save the day, here's some aid, increases your total hit points, and I can give you some more healing as well. So it has multiple uses, and this is a great thing for it. But if you have something like bless or whatnot, that's
Well,
super useful.
I was going to cast Bless and Sanctuary, but they only last 1 minute.
That is 10 rounds of combat.
Shit.
Sanctuary only works until somebody takes an aggressive action, though. So they just can't be the target unless so they can be targeted with disadvantage, but they'll just target somebody else. So Sanctuary is not super useful unless you know that they're going to go after.
Like if
X
there's one
Like
person.
you need to protect somebody because they're low on hit points. That's a good way to.
Okay, so I'm going to Bless at level 2 so that 4 people can get it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give it to all of you 4 and not myself because I'm good.
Cast the spell.
How have my spells gone in the past?
Kina Chow Chow. I'd like y'all to think that.
Yeah. Yep. It has the same syllables. Awesome.
Yeah.
Kinny jaw jaws la la. Don't worry, I said the right one. I follow you, Zotzlaha. That's all you heard. You must be going deaf. Anyways,
The lights flicker.
I'm gonna need you to help me out. I know we just became friends and we're just getting on good terms, but I really need your assistance about now. And I'm gonna need you to bless my party, please. That'd be super helpful. And it'd really make me believe in you if you did that. Thanks. Amen.
Do you, Florida man, accept a blessing from this dark god of death and bats?
I feel like it's better to have death on your side when you're about to face death than not on your side. So yes.
Cool. When it settles across your mental, you definitely feel a prickle run down your back. Just that shudder of magical force taking effect.
Stop walking on my grave.
Yes, that's a great way to term that. It feels like, I'm assuming Penny and Tex feel good about taking this on?
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. Hey, MJ, you gonna say yes to death? The blessings of death?
Well, I mean, I stared death in the face enough, so what's this gonna do? Sure.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. You feel that somebody walking across your grave. I love that description. And it definitely causes that tingle. Your hair raises on your forearms and kind of feel propelled a little bit towards the tomb away from the door. Just like a breeze is pushing you. And because you're air genasi, that's a thing. There you go. Yep. Take that as you will.
So I am looking at casting Magic Circle.
Okay.
If I cast Magic Circle as the tomb at the center point, because the creature can't be in that cylinder, would it automatically teleport it outside of it? Or does it, like, what happens?
Read Magic Circle, because I'm not too sure how it works.
You create a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range. Glowing runes appear wherever the cylinder intersects with the floor or other surface, so then you choose undead. The creature can't willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. If the creature tries to use teleportation or interplanar travel to do so, it must first succeed on a charisma saving throw. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets within the cylinder. Targets within the cylinder can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. When you cast the spell, you can elect to cause magic to operate in the reverse direction, preventing a creature of the specified type from leaving the cylinder and protecting targets outside it.
What are you doing?
Well, originally, because we were all right at the tomb, I was thinking that's why I wanted to clarify, because if I was casting it there and we stayed inside, if it would teleport it out. But if it can't teleport it out, then I would say, as soon as I cast it, I do the reverse one and I yell, "Run out of the cylinder!" And then we all stay on the outside of the cylinder and don't enter it.
Or you could tell us beforehand.
I could also do that.
So it takes a round to cast Magic Circle? How long does it take to cast?
1 minute.
Cool. How long does Bless last?
Bless?
Yeah.
1 minute.
So when you finish casting Magic Circle, Bless is ended.
That's not how that happens.
No, I'm just teasing. You don't have to give me a gem. You cast Magic Circle first, and then you cast Bless, right?
Yeah.
How long does Magic Circle last for?
An hour.
Okay, so we're not too concerned about Magic Circle. So you cast Magic Circle. Please cast the spell.
Okay, so this is technically the first one I'm casting.
Exactly.
Not the other one. Kinich Zola ha ha. I will get that right someday. I promise. It's real new. Don't worry. I'll get there. I really need your help this first time, and then I'm probably going to need your help a second time where I'll try to get your name right, but I probably won't. Just a forewarning, so I feel like the honesty and the transparency keeps us on a real good page. I'm going to need help casting Magic Circle to assist us with this undead creature that I'm going to make a huge assumption is going to come out of that there tomb. And I know we needed to be part of you to get the tomb open, so I'm not sure how that works. I'm just kind of rambling because I'm real nervous about messing up your name and I think you're going to smack me. Can you help me, please? Oh, man.
Okay, cool. You do all the other things that are needed for Magic Circle. You're taking the minute. Tex, is there anything you're doing to prepare?
No, I'm good. All my stuff's kind of spur of the moment kind of stuff. So
Okay.
something's got to happen first before I can properly react.
No, okay. And do you pull out some chapstick?
Yeah, I pull out that little stupid ball thing that all the people have.
Ethos.
Yeah, I pull out an ethos and just.
Nice. Ask Maryland if she wants any. Yes.
We never answered my question, though, about if it teleports it out or which way I'm doing the spell.
Which way are you doing the spell?
I am going to do it in the way that it gets trapped in the sphere.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell the party that as soon as we open this, we need to move out of the sphere.
Okay, cool.
With safe space.
All right. You cast the spell. The three of you line up against it. You push hard against the stone top. I'm not going to make you roll because I'd rather get to combat. And what is your combined strength? Is it over 24 when you all add it up together? You have a
12.
And you have a
13.
And you have a
12.
So yes, it absolutely adds up to more than 24. You push the stone slab over. It falls heavily with a loud crack, breaks in half, and shatters upon the floor because it's not meant to lean or anything. It's meant to rest in a flat place. So with a resounding boom and thud. And while that's happening, I gather the three of you back away quickly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Time goes by. Nothing happens.
Time goes by so slowly.
1 round has gone by.
There goes Bless.
No, blesses are active for a whole minute.
Well, that was a little bit underwhelming. I expected a bit more.
Does anyone have a long stick and we can poke at it? See if anything happens.
When we opened the tomb, did we give ourselves a chance to see if there was anything in there, or did we just open it and book it?
I got out of dodge.
You booked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The dust settles 2 rounds.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Maryland starts walking towards the circle, in the circle, and peers inside the tomb.
Are you undead?
No.
Okay, then you're allowed to go in the circle.
That's been funny.
Why can't I go in? Why do I sound like you?
The block beneath the slab is hollow, and inside is a crumbling skeleton decked out in decayed finery. It appears to have been a man of taller than average stature, obviously of great importance. Gems and other small adornments of obvious value lie on and around the body, and covering the skull is a mask of jade with cowrie shell eyes and obsidian pupils. About the corpse's neck is a jade pendant carved with the face of a human-like bat.
Well, there's just a skeleton in here, so that's nice.
Does he look like he wants to fight? Because we're supposed to fight him.
Maryland's going to take her dagger. She's just going to edge the mask, see if she can like move it with the tip of her dagger.
The mask easily moves. You can see immediately, make a medicine check. Do the rest of you get closer at this point?
I'll inch forward.
I'm going to stay where I'm at.
16.
How about you, Florida Man? Are you moving in to inspect this tomb? And how about you, Tex?
Tex is going to stay at range, which
Okay,
is
stay back.
bow drawn.
Okay, stay back. You're staying back?
Can I poke it with my sword and cast Divine Smite?
You want to walk over to
Poke.
so you walked over to the tomb and you're looking in now?
Yeah, and I'll poke
Okay.
it with my sword and cast a Divine Smite. Just a poke.
You're going to smite the skeleton. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm already dead.
If we incinerate the bones,
Now-
maybe it won't come to life.
There's like all this finery, old, ruined. It's not good clothing anymore, but there's definitely historical value associated with that sort of thing. The clothing and the like for retention of history, of Zotzalaha's practices and things like that. And there's all these gems and whatnot. If you do a divine smite, you're probably going to damage some of these things.
Do not care.
Okay, cool.
Do I see this about to happen, though?
I mean, Florida Man
I'm just going to go and poke
takes the sword,
and poke it.
has the sword moving around in amongst the finery and stuff.
Can you be a little bit careful? This is historical content.
Super careful. Look at me. If he is actually undead, he does an extra D8 just on top of my 2.
Okay.
So you can roll that
roll
if
your
you're
damage,
required. Yeah, it's only 3 damage. So
Plus your regular D8 of sword damage.
I mean, I was just poking, but sure.
You gotta...
It's a big poke.
So then 3 plus 5 plus this. So
Are you going anywhere near the head or neck of this thing?
yeah, I mean, you got to poke him in the chest area.
So not the head or neck.
I'll poke the neck, the head.
Okay.
I'll poke him in the eye.
So there's this fancy jade mask on his face, as well as a necklace, a pendant. Do you damage those things? Is that what you're going after? Or are you just trying to stab the skeleton?
Is there a way to like sever the neck? I feel like that's a good way to destroy undead. I don't really know.
You did 9 damage?
No, I did more than that.
14.
14.
So going anywhere near those 2 locations, you're going to just destroy those valuable artifacts. Is that something Florida Man is interested in doing? Or were you just literally trying to cut the thing and seeing if it's still undead and using your divine smite to like get some extra in there?
Yeah, like I was just trying to get it so if it is undead, it's going to get pissed off.
Okay, well, nothing is animate at all.
Okay.
And when you do the smite, which I greatly appreciate, it does no additional damage of D8 for undead creatures because this creature is not animate. There is no undead animus animating this creature.
All right, I walk away.
Okay.
Maryland is going to take her dagger and lift up the mask completely.
Okay, cool.
And-
And you made a 16 on your check. So when you do that, you can tell that the skull, the base of this creature has been crushed by some mighty fist. And you take the mask.
And then I do the same with the necklace and I take that off as well.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
What you got there, Maryland?
Some nice fancy jade stuff. It probably interests you more than me.
Yeah, can you add it to the other end of the circle? I'll take it. and I'll keep it safe.
Yeah, sure. So Maryland grabs the mask and the necklace, hands it to Penny, and then goes back to the tomb.
Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. What is everyone else doing?
Alabama's kind of like pacing along the barrier he's made. And he's like, I feel like we did something wrong.
I'm still at range, ready for something. I'm
Okay.
going to let these guys sort out amongst themselves.
Well, Penny is very curious about artifacts because that's what her kind of goal is to get these valuables back to a school. And
You
get
have
prestige.
inched closer.
Yeah. She's thinking about if it's worthwhile going in. So that's what she's trying to gauge.
Okay.
So she doesn't know. She doesn't know that there's more.
Doing?
So she examines the 2 jade things
Okay.
and asks Maryland, "Is there anything else in there?"
And what is Florida Man doing?
I guess leaning against the wall, bored.
So she walked away.
Yeah.
And leaned against. All right. Cool. All right. There's a ton of awesome kick-ass stuff in this tomb. You're going to start going through it all by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Every item I tell you all is around. Okay. How long does Magic Circle last? Like an hour or something like that? 10 minutes? What was the...
1 hour.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, right. Here we go.
It's like there's a lot of it. Did you just say every item you tell us is around?
Yes. Ready? And you can stop me at any point if you want to get involved in the things I'm telling you that Maryland is now pulling out of the tomb.
Do you want the bag of holding?
Okay, we'll get to there, okay? All right, here we go. The mask and the pendant are the first 2 things. Now we will begin. So there are strands of hair that still remain connected to the skull. They are gathered into a black obsidian and red pipestone tube. If you pull out that whole tube, it's totally valuable as a bundle itself. This tubing that would have held his hair collected at the back of his neck. Next, on the forehead, a diadem of dark opals and jade discs. Next, earplugs carved to resemble budding flowers that if you were to sell them to a collector would be worth a great deal of money. Scattered around the neck and down into the rib cage is jade beads overflowing in piles and delight around, like from what you can see immediately, 150 plus. Each one of them worth a gold, shaped like spheres, cylinders, tri-lobed beads, floral buds, open flowers, pumpkins, melons, and a snake's head. These jade beads.
Gonna stop at this point, seeing that there's a pattern of ornate items in here. I'm gonna look for anything that's not ornate that might be more monster related, like to activate this guy. Or is there like anything around the tomb that needs to like trip? Do you know what I mean?
Just going to keep reading. Thumbs up. I like what you're doing, but this is the list of things.
Okay. Hope there's not 60 guys.
So we're 3 rounds in, right? And now I'm not telling you that you've pulled out all the 156 beads, and you don't have to have pulled these things out of the tomb if you don't want to. These are the things that you're seeing, and you all can stop me at any time if you want to approach and look in as well, because it's getting boring. It's been 15 seconds. Nothing's happened.
We're seeing her pull these things out or no?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
She's talking about them or whatnot. I can, you might be telling people what you see, and we're just trying to navigate the shared imaginative space here, howsoever we can, to understand that the group knows what these things are. Okay.
Maryland would totally be narrating it, except a lot less.
Yeah, and I don't want to give you the book because there's a whole bunch of other pages of stuff that you can.
All right,
not
so
wanna know.
Florida Man is just going to come over and be like, okay, as you're saying them, pick them up and put them into the bag of holding, please.
Okay, so you're going to be there now looking in as
Yes.
well. Okay, cool. There we go. Yeah, you're putting the things in the bag of holding. Sure, yeah, it's fine.
Earplugs.
Now, draped over the rib cage itself is a breastplate made of loops of tubular jade interspersed with bone dividers, but it has been brutally slashed and is maybe only worth half of what it would have been before.
I had to check.
Yes.
Dang it.
This is all decorative.
I would have been interested in that.
Probably
When you
wouldn't
lifted
have
up the
protected
mask, inside the fragments of the jaw is a spherical white onyx. It is worth 15 gold pieces all on its own. A white onyx.
Like a
You. Isn't
Pokemon?
that-
Yeah, Pokeball.
I thought onyx is black. Like, doesn't that
Yeah,
mean
it's
black?
White onyx.
So super rare. And
Onyx is stone, so you can have different colors of onyx. It's just it's much more rare that you would get anything other than black.
Huh.
I trust the book.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, scoop that in there.
I'll tell you the values of these things too, so you can write them down. The neck band thingy is worth 50 gold if you sell the whole thing as a bunch. The diadem of dark opals and jade discs with 200 gold pieces. The jade earplugs carved to resemble budding flowers. The pair is worth 30 gold. The breastplate is now only worth 100 gold, and it doesn't really increase your AC at all. And so we're at 5 rounds, I think, right?
Yeah.
5 or 6.
Can I pause?
Yes.
Can I spend all my white gems to back to when we opened it and we didn't run away?
You can now approach. There's nothing wrong with you now being there. We walk up now.
Lost all of our rounds, and now my bless is almost done.
Yeah, so
Do you want to be there scooping stuff out quicker too so that you have more rounds or whatever? Or you're trying to figure something out?
Well, I'm wondering if we all have to be there in order.
she's wondering why the undead guy hasn't jumped up and done a scare jump.
Very fair. Very
Probably
fair.
because of the magic circle.
But that's a good thing. You're thinking good things.
How long does Bless take to cast? Is it a concentration?
No.
If anything, this is a suggestion, I would spend the white gem to take away the fact you cast Blessed already, and then cast it when combat starts.
But if it's my magic circle that's making it not animate,
Bless is like a level 1 spell.
is it my magic circle that's causing a problem?
He won't tell you.
I shrug my shoulders.
What if I incinerate it and it's just gone?
You'll destroy all these other things that are in the
You're not.
tube.
Please
No.
don't do that.
The
Just
historians
take
of
out all the
party.
stuff and then incinerate it.
Yeah. But we still need a list of all the stuff.
We need the thing.
Would you like the things? It
Yes,
gets
please.
better.
I'm holding the bag of holding open, wanting her to scoop stuff in.
If we wait until we get all of the things and then I incinerate it, is this done?
We won't know.
Okay. So your questions are great, and I understand that
Okay.
the questions are coming from a place of frustration because you're like, come on, Kyle, I set everything up. We did all the stuff. We did all the things, and now I can't. But you did things that are of great advantage to you.
I know, I'm
You
just
just
really
haven't seen
bored.
them yet. And the time is ticking by on
I wonder
this.
what that's like to sit there while other people do stuff for an entire session.
I don't know what that's supposed to
It's
mean.
not our fault. You don't
No,
want
I'm
to
just
hang out
kidding.
with bat people.
I'm just kidding. Paige, you were too smart and you stopped it before it happened.
Good job.
Good job.
After the onyx.
About the wrists are wide jade bead bracelets. Everyone who is looking in the tomb, please make an Arcana check.
I'm there.
Do, but I'm afraid.
What type of background do you have?
You're
An
a freaking
archaeologist?
archaeologist. Get in
Do you
here.
not want to be you're
Yeah, I
the Indiana
do.
Jones of the party? You're Pennsylvania
Yeah,
Jones.
It's true.
All right.
Undead
Maybe
freak
she is
people
part
out.
chicken. You don't know.
Lots of really cool, rich stuff is coming out of here. You don't want to get closer yet?
I mean, I can start moving
Just
towards
give us,
it.
Cool.
give us the countdown on when the magic circle's going to die, and then
Well,
we'll
it's an
walk
hour,
away.
so it's
We have
like,
lots of time.
So
Tons
much
of time.
Yeah.
It's
what,
the blast
100
user.
rounds?
You're at 6 rounds on the bless. There's only 4 left.
Could be that
Cool.
too.
And it's just a level 1 spell.
16.
It's not a big deal.
I did it
15.
at level 2.
Oh, yeah, because you can get 4 people.
Yeah.
Cool, I get it.
15.
20.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, you didn't go over?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not there yet.
Okay, well, all of you are more than enough to realize that these are bracers of defense, and they increase your armor class, and they are magical.
Somebody put those on right away.
They are engraved in Zotzalaha's name, sort of thing. They are, dedicated to Zotzalaha and come with that sort of.
Somebody who likes that dude.
I'll
them
take
on.
those.
Who's got the lowest
All right,
ace?
So-
anyways, that's a later problem.
you pull those out and realize they are magical for discussion and description later. Moving forward, there is on the middle finger of each hand carved jade rings. One has the form of a man holding the moon, and that is also magical. And another is a panther ready to strike in ring form. And that one is also magical. And then pressed into the fingers of each hand is a large bead, one of which a jade cube worth 150 gold pieces in the right hand, and a spherical agate worth 50 gold pieces in the left. At the feet of the skeleton lie 2 small containers, apparently of glazed clay. One is fitted with flower-shaped plugs in both ends, and the other is holding a 1-inch diameter piece of mother of pearl, like a giant piece of mother of pearl. That's worth 5 gold pieces.
So it's like a container?
Yeah, there's some sort of, the things in the mummy that they accidentally break open and they look
the Coptic jars.
Yeah, it's
or
a
whatever.
Coptic jar sort of thing. That's
okay.
Yeah, 2 of those, one holding a piece of mother of pearl. It's open, you can see inside it, and the other is closed. There's dust that
He's
swirls
got his
around
brain in
it.
there, or his heart.
That's not
Not
this
a thing?
sort of religion, because that's
I don't know. It's got something in there.
Yeah.
Into the bag of holding.
There's a beautiful statue of a faceless man with large pointed ears that could be Zotzalaha. That doesn't seem to have any value that you're aware of at the moment, but it is Zotzalaha potentially himself. And there's a plug in the bottom of this statue, like at the feet of the statue. And if you remove that, if you would like to, there might be something inside that. You can hear a clinking sound.
Can I open that?
Sure, there is some sort of potion or elixir inside there.
I sniff it.
Do you open the potion? The potion there's a little vial inside the statue.
No, then I'll just put it in the
And
bag
that
of holding.
is everything in the tomb.
All right.
There is now 59 minutes left in Magic Circle, and you have cleared out everything inside.
Question. You said the rings were magical.
Yes,
Can I roll to do an arcane check on them?
absolutely. But you know what? We'll have to do that next time.
Can I just fireball it?
Yes, absolutely. Would you like to postscript fireball? I mean, do you have something that is not a 3rd level spell that you would like to just damage the skeleton and whatnot?
Well, I
Poke it with a
I have
stick.
a lot.
I'm just gonna kill its head now and its neck and just
I have
Sure.
fairy fire.
Smash that skeleton to bits. By
Yeah.
all means, go for it. Are you smashing the skeleton to bits in whatever means and
Well, I just
capacity
know
you can?
fire is always the
Burn it
end
with
all,
fire.
dead all for
burn it with
Dungeon.
fire.
You begin to do so. It is burned and torched and smashed and all of those other wonderful things.
I feel like this isn't Tocoloco Popolopas, or however you say his name.
Did the great axe come loose?
Nope.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.
We just raided a tomb. Cool.
For some reason, I think that there's a giant statue behind the tomb. Is that correct, or is it just this tomb in this empty room?
There was a tiny statue
Yeah.
in there next to him, like a teddy bear sort of thing, that had a potion inside it.
Got it.
Well, that did not go the way I thought it was going to go tonight.
How did you think it was going to go?
I thought for sure we were going to rip shit up and attack Tulocas Popolocas, but that did not happen.
Was it because of the thing?
What thing?
The spell.
Fucking spell?
He'll never tell you.
Yes. Yeah, you wanted a boring instrument. Like, I'll cast my spells.
I could do cool spells with that. Because it becomes like white noise and you don't notice it. That's
How
the
are you
point.
going to cast
It's
a
for
spell?
meditation. So
Right.
I could do
It's not going to be spells, though. Also, how are you going to be able to use that while you're wielding a great axe?
I'm just following my notes.
I can't pick it up.
I'm just going off my notes
I
because my
know.
results will have made
I
it
know.
very clear that we have to get the axe.